just like up NEPA in Nigeria. So anybody that is an Igbo man, we cannot preach him about Biafra. They know it already. So and we eager to be free, but killing our own people in our own land. Then another thing, if this arrest of Simon Ekpa is genuine, that means it's another lie because he lied to them, his followers, that he bought fighter jets. Mayogu, me and you know that Buhari went and bought fighter jets from America. America they told him how to use it and where to use it. So how can these people believe Simon Ekpa, a private person, that he bought a private fighter jet? He said he bought warship. In which water did he anchor this ship? People believe him. He will lie in the morning, he will say another thing in the afternoon, all raising money and killing people. I told somebody 3 days ago, like your first caller said, that if you watch 2 days ago, he's not posted. I told somebody something is wrong somewhere. And the next thing we see again, let us mark my word, all those boys that are doing that thing, that are killing those people, we know their name. You will see they will kill them very soon in a hotel or in a house where they are keeping them. Hopus or them, they are all there, but they will all get down because Simon Ekpa had deceived our people and he killed a lot of people. But people are now getting so much emotional that he's fighting for Biafra. Simon Ekpa is not fighting for Biafra. Anytime they say something about positive about Mazin and the Kanu, you will see this guy. He will intensify his attack. So but now let's see how it goes. Thank you so much, Mayogu.
Well.
Thank you for your courage for saying all this thing. Ignore all the insults. Ignore all the insults. You're saying the right thing.
Well,
no Igbo man is supporting the killing.
And everybody has the right to say their own too. Emoji. Thank you so much. Let me take another one, okay? So again, like I said, you all have the right to speak your mind, and in my own book, right? I will let you speak your mind in a way that you find it pretty much convenient. I won't deny the fact that what I mentioned from the beginning of that chat, which was that the whole breakup in relationship of the real life POBs, as well as Simon Ekpa and his own group and all that. That barrier of difference has been widened for over a year now. And of course, if this conversation tonight has attracted some of you to this program, you are free to express yourself. And all of us are listening. Hello.
Hello, Mayogu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Oh, thanks for asking.
Mayogu, this is Odogu again. You remember I spoke yesterday.
Odogu, my man. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Thank you very much.
Now,
please.
With the issues about Simon Ekpa, imagine someone like me, my situation as I narrated yesterday, and what is going on in the Southeast. You see, people always look at people always look at reaction. Nobody looks at action.
Whenever there is an action, there is an expected counter reaction. I'm with you.
Correct. If you slap me now, you are not expecting me to give you the same proportion of slap, because I'm going to make it hard for you. So the person who is slapping back gives it hard. And the only language Nigerian government understands is force. The same force they give. People are seeing Simon Ekpa. I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
I'm with you.
People are looking at what he's doing, but nobody is looking at what happened. Why is Simon Ekpa here? You are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian, the entire Southeast is surrounded by terrorists who are collecting what is it called? The jizya, right? The taxes that non-Muslims pay to Christians, non-Muslims pay to Muslims in the Southeast. That is what is going on. People see these things as military or police collecting money. Those extortions is a task. It's a tax that
and if it's
people
just about extortion, it won't be that painful, or including the murderous violence that has been unleashed on the people there. I am with you on that. But the extension of that violence to civilians is where everyone feels a little bit like pushed back. Won't you agree, Odogu?
Yeah, I do. But there's also another factor to it. Remember that the government will do anything. Nigerian government, when they start lying, you know that something is going on. Nigerian government cannot just watch anything that are involved in this, that are also making this whole experience, giving it another trajectory, which a lot of people are not seeing. And Nigerian government wouldn't mind.
Sorry, I'm with you. You're there. So Dogu. Are you there? Wow, that's an extra. I don't know. Can you still hear me? Or because we can't hear you anymore? Now that's one problem about I think WhatsApp calls. If you should receive another call while you are calling the WhatsApp, through the WhatsApp, it's probably just going to. You are still very much on the line, but it's just that we can't hear you anymore. No, that's not right, man. And I actually wanted to hear his side. Okay. Now we have lost him. I think that's another. Hello. Now we have lost him. Hello, can you hear me? That's another. Okay. I'm just going to take a look.
Hello, yeah, I can hear you.
I just took yours. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, good. How are you too?
Well, I'm very well. Thank you very much for asking. Please.
You see, this Nigerian government. Me, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking from another side. My own thinking is always different, you know.
And I'm interested in hearing it.
Anytime they do make a move, I don't see their move to be an intentional thing to save.
Of course.
You know this Frank Ekpa, or what do they call him? I don't know. Sam Ekpa, or what do they call him?
Yeah, Simon
Ekpa, or what do they call him? Yeah. I've had that belief in my mind that he's working with an insider with the government. I don't see him as being real. That's my own opinion.
I don't think so, but a lot of people want to believe that. But anyway, say your
from
mind.
The actions, because his actions tells a lot. You understand me?
Okay.
When you do when you bring out an action that will make people to judge you in a kind of way, you don't blame them for judging you in a kind of way, because your actions is not telling what they expect of you. You understand? Now, I feel, I hope, if just like you said they're not bringing him back, and I want to believe, and I would love that, honestly.
Yeah, by all available data proves that number one, he's a Finnish citizen, which means that number two, the Finland won't release their citizen to anybody. But based on the terrorism accusation, if he should be found guilty of it, they can revoke his citizenship.
They are bringing him back.
The another thing is that Finland doesn't have any extradition agreement with Nigeria.
Treaty with us. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
now, a lot of people are feeling they will bring him back. Are they bringing him back for good? Wait, let's just assume they find him guilty. Or they revoke his citizenship? Are they bringing him back for good, or are they bringing him back to work against Nnamdi Kanu?
Okay. Well,
because I like thinking out of the box, because they might, I don't know why they are holding in Nnamdi Kanu. Are they looking for somebody to come and testify against him? I'm just trying to like put one-on-one together. People are, I'm not seeing from the angle people are saying. Because if really they want to release this man, they would have released. They have no reason to be holding in Nnamdi Kanu. Why all of a sudden the mighty Samuel Ekpa they could not hold then, that they raised a lot of issues about him. They could all of a sudden they have held him down. He has been making noise. Nobody's paying. The government is not even paying attention to him for a long time that he was making noise. All of now that they are on the neck to bring him
back.
Something,
man? A quick one. They have never taken their mind off him. Let me tell you something. You see that narrative that people have been saying that there are people who believe that he's working for government. From my own sort of my own little findings, right? It is not true that he's working with them, because they have been making efforts. They've summoned the Finland ambassador to Nigeria, at least that I know of, because of him, 3 times. They have met with the supposed, I think maybe their president or prime minister in Finland, outside Nigeria, right? Twice. They have sent delegation because of him. They have sent delegation to Finland to go and meet the government because of him. So they couldn't be working for them, as some people are postulating, and they will be pushing all of that. I like it as you are saying you are thinking outside the box. Nothing is impossible. It's Nigeria.
I'm just thinking out because this government, this government, they always have a long-term plan for evil. When you think, this is what they want to do, there's nothing this government, any efforts they make that they don't have a plan B as an evil plans on their table.
I'm with you.
If they give you 1 million, now know that the next 20 heads of your 10 billion is moving out of your every citizen. So everything they do is intentional. They always if you can, they work with stooge a lot. It's clear all over there. Nobody is seeing it. This is they work with stooge a lot. Why would they be holding in Nnamdi Kanu? Are they looking for witness to come and testify against this guy? They will intense his case or what? Are they looking for who to bargain with? To rob Nnamdi Kanu in the mall. So that's the angle I'm thinking of. I'm not even thinking, because I say that if there's no need for, if this guy has not really done the way to the other person, you were saying that I was Okorocha, he was begging Okpabe that for what they cost. Don't forget that people that brought this rubbish to Igbo land is Willie Obiano, Okorocha, because of their selfishness, because of election, because they will not be elected in Igbo land. And they raised Operation Python Dance. Have you forgotten?
Python Dance.
That was how it started. You understand me? They now raised Operation Python Dance, and that was how the whole mess started. And now all of them are walking freely on the streets, calling the current governors. Although Hope is included in it because he continued. You understand me? So now, therefore, they were all, the 5 of them made a meeting, and they caused this about the Python dance. And now they are doing as if nothing. And look at Okocha begging, doing as if nothing happened. While you people were the people that went to meeting at Enugu when this Operation Python dance was signed. Now, Nigerians are very quick to forget. They're forgetting it. They're talking about Easter God. Let's just start from their roots. The people that caused it. They should start calling out people that caused it, because they're not in it now. Now, I'm still saying it tomorrow. I don't know. We know that what is happening in the East is not just one person's move. No. It's not just IPOB move. We know there's something that somebody took advantage of. And who took advantage of that thing must have been working in, government is big. It can be any other person in the government. You will never can tell. It might not be the government as a whole.
The agent of government.
I think God will sort out things in no time.
My lady.
That's the angle I'm thinking of. Let nobody come and make a deal with Ekpa to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. That's my own case. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, your point is valid, just like everyone else. Speak your own mind. If you disagree with somebody's point, the ideal thing is, if you are lucky, pick up the phone and call in. Tell us probably, from your own point of view. Okay. There are sometimes that you hear some people's perspective and it may sound so unbelievable to you. Somebody said that Nnamdi Kanu is now a saint. Majority of people are against him and all of that. Of course, that's on record. Because then Nnamdi Kanu was dreaded. People were imagining what would happen if all the things Nnamdi Kanu was saying should come to pass. For example, Nigeria, Somalia will be better than, Somalia will be like paradise to Nigeria if the Nigerian government should come to the eastern part of Nigeria. If you kill us, we will kill you. All this talk at the time, they were so strong vibe that even those who were Igbos who remember the genocidal war, a lot of them could only imagine what will happen if Nnamdi Kanu and all he's saying should come to pass. That's the difference. Today, if you go to Simon Ekpa's social media, you will see videos of people who are recording this, this talk of is maybe the government are trying to change the narrative. Used to be like a thing, but it doesn't work that way anymore, except if you are just living in denial. There is this guy, they call them BLA. You see, we used to see videos of ESN in the forest chasing cows, and the Fulani others, they will be running away. But now we don't usually see that anymore. What we are seeing now are these guys that will dress in black, holding guns, burning cars, making videos. Sit at home. We told you to sit at home. You are not sitting at home. We will kill you. We just told you this. You don't know. We are, And all these videos are glorified, amplified by Simon. So you cannot pretend that you are not seeing that and come onto my Eagles Diary now and begin to kind of like try to act as if to say Simon and Nnamdi Kanu are the same. They are not. There was never a time that IPOB supporters or IPOB followers were making videos on the streets of Igbo land, chasing people. There's never a video of that. Today, if you go to Simon's social media, especially Twitter, you will see his videos of how people who have been killed, vigilantes or civilians or their cars burned. Because people will be, these guys will make videos. They are making videos of how they are dealing with people who disobeyed them. We told you to sit at home. We told you to stay at home. Why are you coming out? We told you this and that. They will, don't deny that. Don't come here and begin to sound like Nnamdi Kanu and Ekpa are actually the same in this manner. They are not. Here is a caller. Hello.
Hello, General.
Hey,
good evening.
The African Wahala. How are you, Baba?
Yes, sir. I'm doing very well. What about you?
Question. Hang on. MN is asking me a question. Does that mean, what are you talking about? Are you actually trying to be funny, man? What are you talking about? I am telling you that, okay, he is posting their video, celebrating that, amplifying that, telling them that this is water, this water, that. And you are asking me that question, that does that mean that he sent them? Are you trying to be funny? Are you kind of trying to be clever by half? What kind of question is that? Is it that, African Walla, you remember that time when easily we say, oh, these guys are sponsored by DSS. Oh, it was the DSS that are going after the people. But no, we're talking about something that he is celebrating himself. He is posting that to say today on their sit at home, see what we have done. And you are asking me the question that does that mean that I send them? Say your mind, Baba.
No mind on these people, Jerry. At the end of the day, right? Human beings, it's just our psychological makeup as humans. We have the tendency to become irrational and illogical and worship other people, especially when you find that these other people, maybe they have some social influence or some status, and you wish you had what they had. So you begin to idolize them. Another reason is people, when people are hopeless and they need guidance, they need security, they are completely hopeless. They grasp onto anything that looks like a ray of hope. They will grasp onto it. And anybody that is on top of that situation will be worshipped. That's why people love worshiping other people. So at the end of the day, it's it's our responsibility to not put anybody
I mean, I
on a
remember
pedestal
that time
where
when
they cannot be
when they
criticized.
broke into Owerri prison. I actually spent my time here by saying that I know that a lot of our people are really, really angry with the system. But please don't celebrate the prison break. Please don't. They want you to celebrate it. And if you look at the whole scenario of how it happened, it couldn't have been IPOB. It doesn't make any sense. The prison is not far from the government house. These guys have declared war on the IPOB, yet they spend hours in prison to break the prison. It doesn't make sense. But some of them still wanted this celebrated. It's us. We did it. I was like, it doesn't make sense. So if somebody now spend all his time celebrating all this carnage, you understand what I mean? Celebrating and like giving the order that if they burn you well, like don't pretend, man. That can be something that all of us can just act and pretend that it's not happening or it didn't happen.
People just need to try and take 10 seconds before you react to something. You can't just put someone or any human being on a level where they cannot be criticized. You can't do that. Everybody is fallible. And for that reason, you have to be careful how you adore people. That's how we ended up talking about our African society. Most of us ended up worshiping pastors, imams, worshiping criminal politicians, worshiping people that destroy our lives. So it's our responsibility as people to take a few seconds, analyze the situation in front of you, and then come to a logical conclusion. If you see something that is wrong, acknowledge that it's wrong. Don't just say, no, this guy, no, I'm going to worship this guy for the rest of my life. Don't do that. But yeah, that's my call. Also, I want to encourage the people that, you really have something to say to Mayogun. You disagree with him because of what he said. I can teach you how to get through on the call. Okay. So right before you notice someone is about to be done speaking, start making that call and keep on calling aggressively. You're going to get through so that we can hear your opinion.
Yep.
We want to hear you guys that have something, you disagree with Mayogun, you're angry, call in. I'm just showing you how to do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The African Wahala. And indeed, you can also please call in. It's just WhatsApp call only, okay? And you will be speaking. Speaking to me. Hello there.
Hello, Mario. Good evening.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Grand.
I can see you are doing very good.
You sure? I don't think everybody agrees. Some people felt like I am here because I don't like Simon or I don't like this or that. Meanwhile, I am only calling the attention of everyone to what could have been so avoidable if everybody has been like, well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, for me, you are doing good. Even if I have a question that I want to ask you, you are doing good. I want to ask you a question.
Please.
Do you know Iko Media?
I call him Inoki. He's a very useless person. What's your question?
Okay. My question is the way you narrate your own things or do your own things. Must it be the way me will do my own?
I don't think so. It shouldn't.
Level of our reasoning, are they the same?
I don't think they can be the same. No.
Do you ever hear when Onongo men kill policemen? Maznande Kano said that he thanked the angels who did the work. Have you heard that from Maznande Kano?
I've never seen that.
Okay, go back to 2018 Maznande Kano broadcast.
Okay.
Starting from February to March ending, search for the TV. Let's know whether you find it. That is number one question. Then number two, do you hear when Maznande Kano said that they withdraw all the Nigerian army in Biafra land and they all die in Biafra land, and when they go back, they will see a place they will call their own? Do you hear that?
Well, I remember hearing that, yeah.
You hear that, right? Did you hear that Maznande Kano said that a time will come when they are going to form Biafra government in exile? Do you hear from Maznande Kano?
I never heard that from him.
Okay, I want to still remind you to go back to before he was kidnapped, a month before he was kidnapped. Check this question I'm asking you now.
Right.
Then I also want to ask you another question before I will say my own comment, because for me, I stand with Simon on it, but clearly. I want you to know, because I don't hide myself. One, who is talking to have sub-government of Nigeria in southeast, precisely in the Imo State. Right. Do you hear that a policeman killed a DSS man for non-government? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was the early stage.
You saw that? Mm-hmm. Yes.